they put a... Why do I think they put the old coil pack on? That's the old one. I gotta call him real quick. Unless they got one from Chrysler. Because it's only put the old stuff on. Maybe they didn't realize I put the new one on. I guess we can see what happens here. I just don't know what killed it. So we're gonna ID the vehicle. We gotta do a PCM replacement. Let's see, because our security light's on. Here we go. $6859 is our pin. Okay. What's our VIN? 0069. Okay. There we go. I heard it click. The security light just flashed and went out. Right, for cycle the key before starting the vehicle. Okay, that did not sound good. Why don't we take this coil off and put the other one on? Because that did not sound good. Okay, guys, so I think either our flex plate broke, or our what do you call it? Or starter broke. That might have been why it was like firing like that. Let's see. That might have been what. I don't have a way of checking. But I'm gonna tell them about this, and they're gonna have to figure out if it's a starter or not. Because I don't want to lay on the ground all night tonight. But we'll see what happens here, and then I'll let you guys know if it fixes it. Okay, guys, so I'm putting this coil back on. I thought this was the old one, and then they told me, "Oh no, that's a brand new one from Mopar." Because here's the original one. So yeah, I'm actually wondering if this flex plate broke because of the way this thing started and making that scraping noise and that. I'm just wondering. I'm gonna have them take the starter out then and check. So that's where we're at. Okay, guys, so we got the OBDX Pro hooked up right here. We're using ECU Hero. So what I did was I logged in, pressed identify. It identified it as a what do you call it? Whatever that version was. What the heck was it? NGC4A. So let's read the flash. Push read. I've never used this before. It's reading the EEPROM. Let's go to my EEPROM folder. So we'll save this as 2000. Was this 11? Jeep Wrangler 3.8 liter. Save this one as EEPROM. There we go. Okay, so that's saved. So now, let's see if we can do the flash memory. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll have to type the number in and we'll write that to the new one. Let me get the new one plugged in, because what we found out with this thing was, so they put a starter in here, but it's what was it? It was a ECU from a, let's see, can we get a flash on here? So the ECU they sent us was from a 3.6 and this is a 3.8. So that was the issue, I think. Or 3.7, sorry, 3.7. Let's see, maybe we can copy this stuff and paste it in. I'm gonna get this swapped around real quick. Junkyard one put in. Let's go back in here. We'll see if we can read and write to this one. Let's see, let's identify this. I don't think I have to license this one, do I? I guess I have to license it. Okay, so there we go. So current VIN. Can we change all this? That'd be cool if we can change all this. I don't think it matters, but... Okay. So there we go. So let's write our EEPROM from our file. Let's see, read it. Oops, I didn't want to read it. Crap. I will just save this as donor. Okay, donor EEPROM. Let's see, write our original. Oh, do we have to identify this again? What the heck did I do? Did I brick it? Okay, there we go. Let's see. See. EEPROM. Right. Failed. Did I break this thing? Okay, so I can read it. Let's just see if we can flash this. See if we can flash it with the correct part number. I need the correct part number off of this. Let's see. Let's see. Right there it is, P06. Let me get a picture of this and we'll type it in. Okay guys, so this should be our part number right here. Let's try and write this. There we go, now it's writing. What is our issue here? What is going on? I might have to call tech support for this one, guys. Yeah, let me call for help. I got it to talk now. Let's see. No, I cycled the tool. Let's see. Let's just try writing my EEPROM. Okay, EEPROM wrote. So now it says power cycle. Okay. So now do I just write the flash directly, or do I re-identify? It says ECU might be in recovery mode. It has a push button. Oh, it's writing. Okay, I'll call you back if I have any problems. Bye. Here we go. Let's cycle the ignition back on and off. Look at that. It ID'd it all. I'm going to show you guys what I did. Guys, here's my messy setup. So we have ECU Hero connected with the FT. to the Godiag, which has like a bad connection right here or something. I guess I'll have to look at it. But I made sure that this stayed powered up the whole time. We can cycle the ignition on and off. Let's see. That's why I was trying not to move. I didn't. So look. So we can cycle the ignition on and off. And when this is main power right here. So this one never turns off because we always got power. And then the Godiag has this little breakout box right here. See, it's the GT105, I think. And I connected the wiring diagram up to what it has on the tool. Actually, I can show you guys that quick. I don't think I closed it. Let's see. So on the Godiag right here, we go to Pinouts. Home. Go to Pinouts right here. And then we can select our module, and then it gives us our pinouts right here. So that's that. And then I had to put this resistor in here, 120 ohm resistor. Do it on the bench. So we'll put this back in the car, and we'll see if everything works. If it all works, then we're done. I'm just not feeling too good today, guys. I'm like really sick. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Our new ECU is in. Let's see. This works. Oh, look how smooth that started up. Look at that. And no check engine light. Man, I'll let this run here for a little bit while I clean up. But that's awesome that that works. Shout out the ECU Hero and their amazing tech support. Guys, it seems to be running pretty good. Look at that, rock steady RPM. Shut it off. Turn it back on. Look at that. So, hope you guys like this one. See you later.